Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back. Oh gosh, I don't even know. That's a good sign. I'm losing count. That's exciting. Like over 20 episodes, 20 weeks at this. Gosh, time flies. September, I feel like didn't even exist. I don't know where it went. We are already headed into the holidays. This is crazy. Truly. Where has the time gone? But yeah, I'm excited. This is our October intention setting episode. So if you missed it last month in September, we set the intention around self-worth and defining what that means for each of us individually and how to apply that into our lives, how to dive deeper into the idea of self-worth and what you're associating your worth to. So if you would like to go back and listen to that episode, it released September 1st, but if you are ready to sit here in the present, October 1st, and set an intention for this month, then continue to listen in. So I saw this post the other day and it got me thinking. That it was in just, I don't even know, one of the groups on Facebook that I'm a part of, a manifestation group, I think. And this gal posted this very lengthy post about how she was really discouraged. She felt like she was doing everything right. She was, doing the meditations. She was doing the vision boards. She was writing down what she wanted, and she was taking all the courses and doing all of this educational work, right? She just was trying, and she wasn't seeing the results. And she said that she was multiple thousands of dollars in debt and still working her full-time job and trying to do this side hustle. And gosh, I'm tired just talking about it. Totally burnt out. And I just started to think about it because the way that I interpreted what she was writing was from a place of, like I said, burnout, but also like feeling defeated and feeling like all the work she was doing wasn't working and that something was blocking her, something was missing, something wasn't working or happening right. And a lot of the responses, were trying to give her advice, I guess. I don't know that she was actually asking for it, but one of the ladies that responded, said, yeah, I actually think that most people struggle with this in general. So she said, let me see, I've pulled it up. I don't think that high vibration and alignment is a true experience for most people. I've been at this for over 30 years and often feel the same as you. Sometimes it's best to do what you need to do to get your basic needs met and just take care of yourself for a bit without trying to reach for the nirvana. And she continued to go on. And I mean, she has great points about taking care of yourself. Hello, September self-worth episodes, all the guests, everybody talked about asking for time to take care of yourself. She definitely has something there. But also she said she'd been over this for the last 30 years working at it, and that's a long time. And reaching for nirvana, right? Like this goes back to an episode actually a handful of months ago where I talked about falling in love with the present and not always trying to reach for that next thing, that next goal, that next, I don't know, car that's pinned on your vision board. There's so much out there. And that's what brought me to this theme for the month. So I feel like personally, I am inundated with noise every day. So many podcasts, everybody's starting podcasts now. Hello, me too. And so many programs, so many coaches, so many master classes, so many masterminds, so many gurus, so many people out there on the internet that can help you solve your problems. This is I mean, this is great when you find your community, when you find the right teacher for you, but it can also be very overwhelming. And I looked it up because I was curious. And we see on average up to 10,000 ads per day. Now, this is probably like driving around and on your phone scrolling, and we are just literally peppered with this stuff all day long, whether it's courses and all of that, or, beauty products or clothing lines, or I don't know, whatever, something that your friend was talking about yesterday that now you're seeing on your phone. It's crazy, right? It's just everywhere. We can't escape it. And there's so much that we feel like we have to do and that we have to accomplish, and we have to reach for this nirvana and complete this course in order to overcome this problem in our life, or to step out of this feeling of imposter syndrome and achieve this high vibration mindset. I mean, I get it. I understand what a lot of these coaches and people are offering. I mean, I interview people on the podcast who have coach programs and masterminds and, how to do this, how to do that, the freebie downloads. There's nothing wrong with it. Let me just clear the air, because I have absolutely loved every guest that we've had on the podcast so far. And if I had all the money in the world, I would sign up for programs as well, right? But when we come back to the post that the first gal shared, where she was putting herself into debt to take all these courses to achieve all of these things, to manifest the stuff on her vision board, that's where things are getting hung up. So the intention for this month is actually to move forward in your life with intention. It's something that in feng shui I practice with all my clients. It's the idea that you can't manifest anything, you can't bring anything into your life that you want, that nothing will go as planned without you first understanding your intention and setting your intention. Why is it that you want to manifest this particular outcome? Where is that coming from? Like at the root of it, coming back to your self-worth, maybe? Or is it your ego? Is it just the fact that you see everybody else having all of this success on social media, these 6-figure months and multi 6-figure years, 7-figure years? Is that driving you? Like, what is your intention? What do you want? Why do you want it? Why do you want to take a course? Why do you want to take this master class? Why do you want to learn these things? Like, what is the purpose? What is the reason? And I feel like when you are clear on that, crystal clear, that's when you can actually bring forward what you want in your life. And I've experienced this on certain levels. And I've also experienced the opposite, where I thought I was manifesting something that I really wanted, or air quotes for those on YouTube, you see, like really needed. And it didn't come into my life. And then when I went back to the drawing board and asked myself like why it was something that I wanted and got clear on it, I realized, maybe I actually didn't really want or need, air quotes, that thing at all. And yeah, I feel like intention is key. And with intention, you have to be really clear on who you are. Why are you here? What is your purpose? What makes you happy? What do you want your life to look like? without being able to clearly answer these questions and feel really rooted and grounded and content with your answers, the universe isn't going to respond. You are not going to manifest what you want. And that's because, I mean, maybe the universe knows better, right? They, whoever they are, whatever you associate, universe, God, spirit guides, I mean, whatever it is to you, they know what's best for you. And they're here to present you with lessons and options and paths and lessons again, and dark periods when you're not listening, and the light at the end of the tunnel when you are ready to climb out. Like, it's all here for you, but it really comes down to your intention and why. And I say it a lot. I say it on the podcast. If you're a regular listener, just ask yourself why, but not like a quick why, maybe a quiet time why. You take a moment to yourself, 5 minutes even, with a pen and paper, and try to write down exactly what it is that you want, but why you want it. Sit with it. Don't make spur the moment decisions because only 10 more hours and then this course will double in price. Yeah, no. Be clear. I am speaking from experience as well, let me tell you. I have taken a lot of courses. I have sought this validation, I guess you could say, by doing a lot of courses and educating myself, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But yeah, I've spent the money. I've done this, I've done that, and some of them have worked out and some of them have been a total flop. Some of them I made the choice very abruptly, like spur of the moment, and others I was really intentional about. And in hindsight, the ones where I was very intentional, where I knew that, what I was investing in was going to pay off for me from a personal standpoint, personal growth, or it was something that I knew would help my business make money, those are where the investments paid off. So, yes, lots to consider. And I actually have some takeaways for you. Let's see, I have 9 tips to know if taking a course, for example, is the right thing for you. Because we're talking about ads, we're talking about coaches, we're talking about master classes, we're talking about courses, we're talking about noise and all of these things that we hear about every day. And this gal who posted in this Facebook group that was just like, my gosh, I just can't get there. So be present. And when you're seeing these ads, ask yourself, is it even worth your time to entertain? Now, how do you know when to take action? How do you know when there actually is a course, there actually is a coach or a master class or something that will better you and help you be more present, help you reach your vibration where you manifest, help you be more intentional? How do you know when you're in the right spot and that you're ready to move forward? So, one thing that I know our human design coaches will talk about is how you feel it in your body. So, for me as a generator, I know that when something is in my body that is like an absolute hell yes, that's when I know it's like, okay, move forward, take action on it before you lose that spark, right? It feels good. That means that it's okay. It feels good. Now, I've really flexed my intuition muscle and have been practicing for a long time now, a couple of years at least, where I've known that I've been practicing, but many years of developing my intuition in general. I know that for projectors and reflectors, it's different. So if you want to go back to one of our human design podcast episodes, there's a couple early on, and you can learn a little bit more about how to get your human design chart and how to understand like where in your body the hell yes is coming from and when to take action on it. So, number 2, if you begin to see synchronicities around this topic or this coach or this feeling that you want to move forward with something, I mean, I'm talking about all the ads, all the things we're seeing, all of the like promises that you're seeing in these ads, like I'll help you overcome XYZ, right? But it could even be like, is it time to leave my job? Should I go on a date with this person? Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be just around ads and courses. But in order to keep things clear, that is kind of the realm that I'm talking about today. So, number 2, when you begin to see synchronicities around the topic, so let's say, for example, I see a masterclass about astrology and I really want to learn how to, understand my chart better. And I'm a little hesitant because of whatever. When you start to see synchronicities around this topic, then maybe it's the universe kind of hinting at you like, it's okay, move forward. And now I'm not talking about more targeted ads. Don't, because the more you entertain something on the internet, the more ads you will see. But let's say, it comes up in a conversation with a friend and she's like, oh, I just learned how to do my chart. Or I have a friend who is like this sun, moon, and rising sign, and we were chatting and we discovered we were the same. I don't know. You get the point. It starts to come up. It's like when you notice that you like something and then all of a sudden you start seeing it everywhere, like you start noticing it. Kind of like that. Those are little hints. Also, like 1111 on your clock, like seeing angel numbers or dreaming about said thing. Like if there are more, what is the word I'm looking for? If there's just more of it showing up, then hello. That's a sign. Okay, number 3. If you know that the financial risk will pay off and that you won't go into more debt by taking this course or hiring this coach, then that's a good sign that it's okay to take action. Now, this might be like controversial for some. I feel like, I heard on a podcast the other day actually, where a gal was like, I've gone into debt to take this course and that course and this course and that course. And I personally feel like if you know that this will pay off, for example, I took a true color coaching program where I got certified by a paint expert. And so in my interior design business, I now have all these paint boards and this very grounded confidence in choosing paint colors for my clients. I took a course and it was an investment, but it has paid off in just giving paint consultations for design clients alone. That was definitely a good investment. Now, I've taken other courses where I didn't even finish the course. I didn't feel aligned with it. I didn't use that practical knowledge or the knowledge that I gained in any way, shape, or form really in my life. And there's an example of it's not the greatest fit. All right, number 4. Please read the testimonials and research the person, the guru, the teacher, the coach, whoever it is that's offering this, whatever it is. Just make sure that you dive a little bit deeper. Again, this is coming back to being intentional. Don't just willy-nilly do it, okay? Do the research. Okay. I know it sounds really straightforward, but I just had to say it. Number 5, You follow this person for a while and you feel like you can trust them. This is a great sign that you can move forward intentionally. Number 6, you actually have the space in your life to take action on the deliverables from your course, coach, mastermind, whatever. So you, first of all, want to take action on this topic. You know it will apply to your life and you have the space to act on it. Now, this might mean a conversation with your partner that every Thursday night you're going to have a 2-hour call with a group of people, and on Saturdays you are going to take 2 hours to yourself to put those action items into reality. Have the conversation and make sure you have the space in your life. Otherwise, it's just going to add to burnout, add to more stress, and you might end up spinning your wheels in the hamster cage, feeling a little bit like the first person I mentioned in the Facebook group. Okay, number 7. You know that you're not taking the course just to add to your ego or your self-worth mindset. So again, you can go back to September and think on your self-worth a little bit more. Are you attaching the deliverables and the outcomes of the course and the, I don't know, certification, whatever it might be? Are you attaching that to your worth? Or will it actually help you? Is it for your ego and more letters at the end of your name? Like, what is it for? Get clear on that. Be intentional. Number 8, ask yourself what is on the other side of what this person is offering. So, if what they are offering solves a problem of yours and you have the space to take action on it, then it might be a great thing for you. You know, you want to develop your intuition, for example, and you're feeling unsure, you're just like not sure how to distinguish your intuitive voice or your spirit guides. Like, what is that versus what is your ego voice? Like, this is just an example. What's on the other side of that course is more confidence in your intuitive decisions. On a day-to-day life, I took an intuition course, so I'm getting excited. But literally on the other side of it is more confidence in your decisions, more spirituality, being in touch with your spirit guides, whatever that looks like. And, you know, having been there, I knew that I hoped at least that on the other side of this course was a more confident Lexie. And hi, here I am. Have a podcast now. Okay. And then the last one, this is actually a bonus tip. So the last one is you feel like you're being bombarded with ads and all of this stuff, and you're just tired of hearing it. On Instagram, if you see a sponsored post at the top right corner, those 3 little dots, you can actually click on them and you can hide the sponsored post, and it will hide for a certain amount of days. I'm not sure how long, but you can hide it. You can even click into it on a deeper level. And let's see, I pulled my Instagram up right now. Why am I seeing this ad? You can click, why are you seeing this ad? And then you can click update your ad preferences. And then you can even go into your ad topics and manage them and see, like, what does Instagram actually think I want to see? I'm looking at mine right now. Maybelline, interesting. Drake the rapper, no thank you. I'm like, software engineering, not sure why. Like, all of these things, my phone, Instagram, thinks I want to see ads about them. I don't know where it's getting this idea, but you can go in here and you can actually hide content that you don't want to see. You can tell Instagram, hey man, you're wrong, and I don't want to see this anymore. And honestly, that sounds great, right? Like, at least take some of the noise out of your life. Like, we scroll a lot, too much. And I mean, the best thing to do is just put your phone down, and not scroll at all. But let's be real. It is a little bit of a nice decompressing thing to do at the end of the day, to kind of scroll, check in, see what's going on. But you can hide a lot of that BS that you don't really want to see or care about. All right, so let's wrap this up because I do want to keep these episodes shorter, but being intentional. Being intentional when it comes to your self-development. I mean, this is very much like a self-development podcast, entrepreneurial podcast. And I try to be very intentional with the content that I'm offering here because being intentional is really important to me. And I've learned a lot about it and about why it's beneficial and about how it actually helps you manifest what you want. So try not to give in to all the noise that you're peppered with every day. Try not to attach your self-worth and your, I don't know, everything to the courses that you take. Just get clear. Get clear on what you want. Get clear on what you need by setting an intention